Voyez-vous, un écrivain travaille solitairement, est jugé dans la solitude, surtout se juge lui-même dans la solitude. Ça n'est pas bon, ni sain. Pour peu qu'il soit normalement constitué, un jour vient toujours où il a besoin du visage humain, de la chaleur d'une collectivité.
It's the Scorpion Podcast with Jacob and Connor Part 2. Yeah, you know just what to do. Sit back and swing on through.
Kaboom. Kablow. Kaboom.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Scorpion Movement Podcast. This is my second episode here with Jordan being on a temporary hiatus, and we have we have Connor here. We're going to discuss some recent ongoings, particularly regarding AI. Now, I can start off this episode, and I will say that despite the suspicion of the audience, I am actually not on the Epstein list. That was fake. That was fake news. I am not on the list. I'm denying all allegations. So with that being said, Connor, we were just discussing AI just a second ago. There's something that you wanted to say about it.
Cameron Winter is not AI, guys. Can we please stop the rumor? He's not his lyrics are not AI, even though the album cover was for 3D Country. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the use of AI for album covers and how sometimes it's kind of brilliant. So there was a album that came out by Lil Yachty. Do you know which one I'm talking about, Jacob?
No, but I am familiar with Lil Yachty.
So 2023, it's called Let's Start Here.
Okay.
And did you say that you're familiar with Lil Yachty?
Yeah, because he made that song Poland. Like, I took the walk to Poland. That's the song I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I saw him perform it live in Manchester, yeah.
The one.
Okay, can we focus? Okay, his newest album, what about it?
No, actually, his album that came out in 2023, Let's Start Here, the album cover art, if you want to look at it, Jacob, is AI.
Okay,
right?
Let's Start Here, Lil Yachty, okay.
And I think it's a great album cover.
How, that was made in 20, oh yeah, it looks a little bit like it was, yeah. That's 2023 AI, yeah, for sure.
And it's brilliantly used because it uses the creepiness, the off-puttingness to give you the vibes of the album. Does it not?
Yes, absolutely. I like it.
And I think transforming and using AI like that, almost flipping it on its head, is kind of brilliant.
Yeah, because it's not trying to pretend something that it's not. A lot of AI, the problem is it's trying to pretend something that it's not. Here, it's like giving off like this is like a little fucked up like thing that's not a real photo. It's cringe when people like generate it and they're just like, whoa, I can't believe this actually happened. Like, whoa, dude, this is like such a great new thing and it's some fucking AI slop. That's what's concerning. This is cool.
All right. Now, example 2. 3D Country by Geese, a band that I like, but I do think that the album cover, it's more on the lines of what you were saying.
Okay, it's the guy with like the little hat and he's looking down and there's a nuclear bomb in the background. It's kind of blurry. Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yes, it's not inherently AI. I mean, if you look at it for
the feet are weird. I don't like that.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes, you can tell that it's AI if you look at it. But it's not like the Lil Yachty thing. Yeah. Now, if I'm correct, I think that also came out in 2023. Yeah, it also came out in 2023.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's AI, but it's like, I don't know. I don't really vibe with it. I think like you kind of could have made it like not AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't really see how it being AI would help in an artistic point of view. Maybe, I mean, the album is like called 3D Country, and maybe if you delve into the, I don't know, the logistics of the album, the themes of the album, maybe it's about like technology and all that. But I don't know. This one that I don't really like. And then I wanted to, my final example for this little segment to start us off is about the new song Bazooka by Miami XO. And this is the obvious use of AI. Like, obvious, but we're not saying look how creepy it is, and we're not like pointing out its faults, but we're just using AI, and it's like, yeah, that's what AI looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like, I don't know if it's not realism. It's not trying to be real. It's almost just trying to be goofy, and it's as goofy as the song. I mean, it's literally the album cover is a dove with the grandma's head on it flying in the sky, and it's like, I don't even know if I wanted them to really do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm almost like, okay, I'm thankful that you did the AI one and didn't really stitch a grandma's face onto a bird.
Yep. Yeah. Like, if it's something like that's unrealistic, like, that's the same thing with, like, animation, right? Like, when animation came about, I bet people were just like, oh, why don't you just do this live action? Why is there a Snow White and Seven Dwarfs? Because they're not, like, gonna make that in real life, dipshit. Like, it's not gonna be the same thing. It's the same thing with, like, when they try to reboot anime as, like, live action TV shows with, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender. They try to make it into a live action TV show. They try to do it with, like, Death Note. And it just comes out and just looks like fucking shit. Like, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
So in those cases, yeah, like, one format is better than the other, and I guess you can use AI. Like, I'm less strict about AI than you are. I just don't like when people are fake.
Yeah, and you gave an example of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. They actually did a remake that was live action.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's so funny. Like that example.
They did it, and it is widely regarded as a way worse version and unwatchable.
Yeah, because some things should just be like made in a different format, like fake, animated, like using different methods to represent what the story is about, not fucking everything has got to look as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
And then some things are way better when they're realistic and not made in like this cartoony format. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, some of the album covers, I don't mind it. Other ones I do. I'm on the same page as you here. I agree.
It's something new to look out for. It's something, we're in a new age, and I think the different uses of one sort of tool, if you want to call it a tool, you can call it a tool. I think it's interesting, and it's worth something to see what it is good at and what it's not good at, and just the different uses of it. It's fascinating.
Yeah, I do think a lot of people do take the wrong message from it, though. Like, we were talking in a previous podcast about like how a lot of old people get fooled by it, and we were talking about it like just before this episode, like the recording began, and that's like another thing. But what I'm concerned about is like there's really no good use for a technology where AI is trying to look as realistic as possible, because when it's trying to do these goofy little cartoony little things, it's really good at that. And if someone really, if people want to save money, it's actually a good tool, because I was watching this one video that was just like a guy, and he was just like, oh, I got a pilot episode for my cartoon made. I hired an animator. Guess how much it cost? And I'm like, I don't know, like maybe $20,000, $30,000. The guy paid like $500,000 of his life savings for like a 15-minute like anime episode or something. Like, that's ridiculously high. And if someone wants to use AI to speed up the process and save lots of money, I completely understand why. But when it's, when they're developing this technology that can like emulate people's faces and make them look exactly like them and make them do and say things that they never said, like, there's no ethical use for that. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm concerned about. I think it should just be mostly kept in the domain of, funny little things. It shouldn't be like, look at, well, what fucking this guy said. It should just be like, hey, this is art that was created using this, that a real human, still directed and worked on and edited and stuff like that. Or even better, just tools that help make it easier, like animation and you making 3D models on Blender and video editing and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree more with that second statement. I just don't think like, oh, like a human artist told it what to do. I just don't think that's.
I mean more like editing and putting it together and like.
Yeah.
Not this like whole prompt artist shit where it's just like, oh, I'm a prompt artist. I tell the computer what to make. No, just like there's like tools with programming now where it'll like clean up your code for you, and if that cleans up free useless hours that the programmer could have instead used on making their like program or game or whatever better, then obviously that's a good thing. But when it's not strictly technical, especially when it comes to stuff like editing and 3D modeling and stuff like that, and it's actually using creativity. This is what we agreed on in the last podcast. That's the point at which it becomes cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So, I don't know if you're ready to move on to a different topic, but I am
completely ready. Yeah, I don't like this topic that much. Dude.
Okay.
Yep.
I have a bit of a story time.
Okay. I'm excited.
Okay. If you're all right with that.
I'm all right with dude, I'm a easygoing guy, okay? I'm all right with anything. You know
all
me.
Right. So I was at my university last night. I was going to a club, and I had to go use the restroom. Once the club was done, I went to go use the restroom, and I go. Actually, wait. Revert that. I went to the bathroom twice. I went to the bathroom before the club. So I walk in, and there is a comb, a sort of. I don't know, a brush like with a lot of bristles and like some sort of molding paste. And like, dude, I felt like I was in a barber shop or something. It was in the stall. And I don't know, I just thought it was weird. And then when I went to the bathroom after the club, it was also still there. And I was like, oh, I wonder what kid like lost his grooming products or why these kids are bringing 2 different combs and molding paste to the university bathroom. I don't know. I just thought it was odd. I guess that wasn't that interesting on the story, but
are they looks maxing or something in there at the wizard school? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know if my university has like a modeling club or what they have, but it was some sort of guy that, I mean, I guess he really needed to look good. Now, here's the real question, Jacob. Here's the real question.
And this sounds like narcissism, but go on.
And I was leaning somewhere different, and I think you'll see with my question.
Okay.
And this is a men's bathroom. It's a men's bathroom.
Okay.
Was the kid straight or gay?
That's a good question. We don't know.
I mean, but what do you think? Like, if you're bringing the hair products, was he? Because, dude, he could be like, you know what he could. I don't think he's just regular straight. He's either super straight or gay.
Okay. Here's the thing. I don't think. I have a couple of statements about that. Number one, I don't think any guy that cares that much about his appearance can be fully straight. I don't think a guy can be like super straight and be just like, yeah, dude, I gotta put on my, eyeliner and I gotta really make sure that my eyebrows are on fleek and I gotta wash my face. Like,
carefully.
At that point, you're definitely like looking at images of like men online and firsting over them and trying to like look at them. I don't think that's fully straight. I think a lot of these guys are a little bit gay in denial. They're at least bisexual leaning. But number two, there are different types of gay guys. Like, there can be the stereotypical gay guy who's like, oh my god, girl, like I totally need to like get my hair done and like put on fingernail paste and whatever. Like I don't know, I'm just giving stupid examples. There's that type of guy who you're imagining right now. But then there are also like big like buff, right muscular guys who are also like gay, who are like the they're like the dad in the relationship.
Right.
Yes. So those guys don't care that much about their appearance.
Super straight, that's what I meant. That's what I meant then. Super straight is actually gay. That's what I meant.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, I feel that. Because when you're super straight, you become gay.
It's like you go so far one way that you come out the other way.
Dude. That statement that you just said is almost an allegory for what they like to do.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but I would assume so, yeah.
Jacob,
I'm
know.
gonna think about it. No, I don't know. I've never actually been gay. I can't say that I have.
You've never been gay?
I've never been gay in my life. No.
Dude, I was once or twice. I mean, 4th grade was weird, man. I don't know about you.
Yeah, 4th grade was crazy. I don't know. Anyways,
I think I'm going to Japan.
I just wanted to have like a moment of uncomfortable silence after that conversation. Why are you going to Japan, though?
Dude, apparently I'm going to Japan, bro, because my mother really wants to go on a vacation or something with me.
Okay.
And my sister, but I don't really think my sister wants to go. And, like, Japan was one of the places that she wanted us to choose from. And I was like, I want to go to Japan. And she was like, okay, let's go to Japan. So here's the other places that she said.
Okay.
Santorini, Italy.
That's in Greece, okay.
Yeah, but I guess, like, specifically Santorini.
Okay. Whatever.
Italy.
That's like saying, oh, let's not go to Washington State. Let's go to Seattle specifically. Like, what's the difference?
I don't know. It's what she messaged me, okay?
Okay.
So
Okay. Keep reading.
Italy, France, or Japan?
Okay. Yeah, those are like the white girl places, yeah.
I agree.
Those are the white girl places, for sure.
Well, I don't even think Japan is a white girl place. I think Japan is a white person place.
That is true.
But it's not really a white person place, though, because a lot of black people like
I was just going to say, a lot of black people who like anime are also like obsessed with Japan.
It's just an American.
It is.
So it's not really a white person.
We literally bombed the shit out of them. We literally dropped 2 nuclear bombs on them, and they like sort of hijacked our culture.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like we go over there because we're so fascinated to see what they've done. Like, wow, you really brought yourself up from the ashes here. Pokemon?
That's exactly what
I mean?
tourism is. Like, whoa, you have these little like weird anime dolls. That's so cool. I didn't know you guys were still, so a country.
Yeah, that's so cool. Half of your population has to work in the red light district because of what we did to you years ago.
True,
Let's go and have fun and then make fun of it when we walk past it. That's great.
They're like not having kids now. That's the other thing. Like the women there is such big rates of like female depression where the women are just like, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to start a family. I don't want anything. I just want to be like left alone. Just because of how like mental their entire population is. Like they're having a real problem because they're having like 0.5 births for each person. Like every second person is having like 1 kid, so their population is on a massive decline, and they don't have anybody to give like jobs to that young people should have, so they're like being done by robots and everybody's going broke. It's like we put their country in a horrible economic position.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of like someone going to Japan and then like talking about the red light district though?
I saw this one really funny video where it was like a guy that was just like, oh, let's go on a trip to beautiful Tokyo, and it's him like showing Tokyo around, and then he goes to the red light district, and I guess he gets like seduced by a woman, and then these guys who like demand money from him, and he's chasing them around. It turns into like an action sequence. It was just like a Discord video that was going around a while back where it's just like, oh, this is not like an innocent tourism video. This is just like how fucked up that country is, that city is. So aside from that, like I haven't heard of anyone talking about it, but I know it's a thing. Yeah.
So I have, and I just don't understand like what the point of going to it is, especially, I don't know. I just don't, I think I feel like a lot of people would just be uncomfortable,
Yeah. I've never gone to a red light district in my life. I wouldn't know. That's not a thing in places where I visited.
But Japan, they're like, oh, it's like a thing, and they go like it's a tourist destination. Dude.
That's fucking weird, dude.
It is.
Going to a foreign country to pay hookers there to sleep with you because the hookers in your own country are too disgusted by you.
Jacob.
What?
I've heard of couples going together though.
Yeah, that's even weirder.
But just to walk down there to like see it.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Oh yeah, I just walked down there so I could just see the hookers. I wasn't actually gonna sleep with them. That's weird, man.
So Japan, and one of the first things that my mom sent me about Japan was that she wanted to do. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Real life Mario go-karting.
That's a thing? Hey, that's
Real
the
life
wonderful
Mario
thing about Japan. You could just go with your wife to the red light district and you could go real life Mario go-karting on the same day.
It's awesome. I think that
You could see Hiroshima. Dude. Keep talking.
R.I.P. all the Japanese people.
Is that why we
Jacob, that was a cruel thing to mention.
Is that why we're having a moment of silence now?
Yeah, and I want to disband the movie Oppenheimer because it didn't give enough. You know what? That's what Jacob once said, guys. One time I went to see Oppenheimer with Jacob, and he said that he didn't like the movie because it didn't give any light on the people of the bombing.
that is true. That was an actual take that I gave. Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
But that's not what the movie was about.
But the entire movie seemed building a bomb. Could I at least see the people that were bombed by the bomb? Like I don't,
you sick person.
Because I don't care about a 9-hour court hearing about whether or not he's a
wanted
communist.
to see.
I don't care about his I don't care about his
bombed?
ex-girlfriend that like killed herself. I didn't like those scenes in the movie that were irrelevant to the plot. So why couldn't they have shown the effects of the bombing?
You wanted to see them get bombed.
I wanted to see the effects. The
person.
movie didn't thematically challenge me enough as a viewer. I'm like that picture of the cat with the glasses on.
Oh yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Japan, Mario go-karting.
Yeah.
Wait, so Jacob,
that's what I was saying. You could do a bunch of stuff in the same day.
Which place would you choose, though?
Paris, France. My parents are not huge fans of France. They have been several times, and every single time they're just like, "Ew, I don't want to go here. There's poor people." And it's like, well, obviously it's like a city. You're gonna see like homeless people, and they're just like, "Ugh, there's homeless people in the capital city. Could you believe this? How is this a good enough tourist destination?" But no, personally,
Have you been there with them?
No, I've never been to France ever.
Never been.
Nope. I've seen France because I climbed up on the cliffs in Dover, which is like, you know, that little point in Florida, which is like, it says like 90 miles to Cuba. They have the same thing in like England where it's like 90 miles to France, and you can like see it in the distance beyond the fog, and people are just like, "Whoa, cool. That's France over there. Wow." So you know, it's like a whole thing. But I've never been to the country. Maybe I like flew through the airport when I was a little kid. I just don't remember. But I've never like been to the country.
Right.
Yeah, but I would go just to see how it is. Like, I don't know. The French people are like interesting. I wanna see what they're like.
But Jacob, I really don't think that Japan is a white girl place. I think
It's a white people place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an American person place, but I can't. Okay, imagine like the whitest, most annoying girl that you know.
Yeah.
Like, what would she be doing in Japan? What could you imagine her doing in Japan?
No, but she would love Italy. She would love Italy, dude. The whitest person that I know would love Italy.
But I'm saying Japan.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying Italy fits them better. Yeah, Japan is not. I know
Japan,
what you're saying. Yes.
you have to be cultured.
A little bit, yeah.
To appreciate it and go there. Do you agree?
Yeah.
What would you do in France?
I don't know, man. Get baguettes. I would go to Pret a Manger. I would go to Pret a Manger and get some baguettes from Pret a Manger.
What is that?
It's a French restaurant. It's all over the U.S. as well. They just sell like baguettes and stuff.
Why would you need to go to France if it's in the U.S.?
Because they're not authentic French baguettes. Why would you need to go to Italy to have fucking pizza if they have it in the U.S.? Because it's not authentic.
I heard that. Oh my gosh, Jacob! I know what we need to gossip about.
What?
All right, first let's talk about the pizza in Italy. Have you ever been to Italy?
No.
Me neither, bro.
I was going to go to Sicily when I was 8 years old, but I got like sick and started throwing up blood on the morning that the flight was scheduled for, so I stayed behind. So I've never been to Italy.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I heard the pizza there is it's very different than what we're used to, and actually, if you really like the pizza in America, you probably won't like the pizza
Yeah,
there.
because the pizza in America, supposedly, this is just what my parents have said, it's like really greasy and it's like very fat, like, you know, especially like Pizza Hut pizza or the chain restaurant pizza. It's like very like crusty and fat and has like a lot of pepperonis and stuff. Whereas the pizza in Italy, it's like very thin. It has like mozzarella and arugula, and it's all just like these different things. They put like this like Greek dressing on it and a bunch of like different sauces. They just like they try to make it like focaccia. They try to make it taste like, I don't know, like some Mediterranean dish. And that's not at all what pizza in the US is. It's way less fast foody and way more like fancy in Italy, supposedly.
Yeah. I think it's crazy how it was made into this like handheld thing when like they have a lot of like deli meats and like prosciutto and different things on their
Yeah,
pizza
yeah,
there,
prosciutto,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
So, have you seen the clip? Have you seen the clip of this Italian guy? His name is Mario Bosco, and he is talking about the ways to pronounce Italian things.
Mario Bosco. No, never.
Well, there's a video of him saying like about prosciutto, and he says, "Mats, give me some mats." He's like, "That's not how you say it. It's mozzarella." And it's like the funniest. It's like the funniest video I've ever seen.
Mozzarella, gabagool.
Oh yeah. And then they ask him. Are you fine with gabagool? And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine with gabagool."
Oh, okay. Italians are interesting. They talk with their hands a lot too. It's like an Italian will be like giving you directions on where to drive on the road, and his hands will be like jerking off like some invisible dude like in front of you.
Oh.
They like hold up like their little like fingers like together, and they're like dragging it up and down. I'm just like, dude, I just asked where to turn. I don't need this.
But I've fallen into this rabbit hole of Mario Bosco.
Okay.
And
you've done your
it's
research.
fascinating. Yeah, I've done my research, and he does this like little podcast clips on, I guess it's a full podcast, I mean, on like YouTube and TikTok and such with a couple other Italian guys. But like all the comments and everything is just like, you guys aren't Italian, you're not Italian. And it's very interesting. It's like, are they Italian? Like, you know, what is being Italian? You know, how much of coming from a place do you need to be to represent that place when you're in America?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah,
right.
Because I recently met a person who was just like, there was like a discussion of like last names, and they said, oh. When your name ends with SKI, ski, it means, you know, it's a Polish name. I would know this because I'm Polish. And I'm just like, whoa, that's so cool. You know, do you speak any Polish? And they're just like, no. You know, my grandparents or great-grandparents or something are from there. And I don't have like an adverse reaction to that where I'm just like, whoa, you're not a real Polish. I'm just like thinking like, okay, like I would still consider that person at least like ethnically Polish, but they're not culturally Polish. So it's just like, it just depends on what kind of community you're aiming for. Like if someone asks you where your family's from, you can definitely say that they're Polish. But if you get put in a town full of Polish people, then it's not like you're going to be able to relate to them very well. So it's just like there's all kinds of different questions that come with that. And that like really got me thinking.
And with the Italian thing, you know, a lot of people are like, they're not Italian, they're Italian American. And he's like, I'm Italian, my parents were born in Italy. And it's like, okay, yeah, your parents were born in Italy and you were born in America, so you're Italian American.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of videos where like they'll sing like popular songs, like they sing like a Backstreet Boys song or something, and they all sing it in Italian at the same time. And like it's the funniest thing ever because you can tell like which one of them like just doesn't know what is going on. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny. It's just so funny to me. Yeah, and then you know TikTok does their thing and just makes fun of them. But you were saying with the names.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
At which point do you become like a non-hyphenated American? Like everybody's like an Italian American or a German American or an African American. At which point do you become just so much of a mix of things that you just become ethnically American?
Huh.
Like it isn't enough that you only speak English, because a lot of Italian Americans only speak English. So like at which point are you just American? Because like,
I think
you think of like Americans. Barack Obama is an African American. Adam Sandler is a Jewish American. Like, can you think of an American that's just like American? Because I can't think of many.
Me.
That is true. You are. That's
Trump. Donald Trump.
Where's he from?
Isn't Donald Trump? Yeah, Donald Trump's grandmother is from Scotland and his grandfather is from Germany. So I don't know if that would count. Because his like grandparents are from European countries.
Yeah, I think if you're like, I mean, I guess he would be have like 250% or whatever. Yeah. But I feel like if you're like have quarters,
he'd have 25%, because then like I said his grandfather and his like grandmother, but that's only that's only one grandfather and one grandmother. The others are Americans. So he's only like 50% from Europe.
Yeah, so he's American. I mean,
okay, I would say that.
American.
Joe Biden's I think Joe Biden's full American as well.
I mean, when you're saying full American, do you just mean Caucasian? Like,
no, because I'm Caucasian, but I think a lot of people would object to calling me a full American just because I'm not ethnically, my compositions weren't composed here.
Yeah, I guess because people are any little thing that they think is different, they'll freak out.
Yeah, and then like my dad, like the first question that people ask him is, "Where are you from?" Like he's not part of the club.
Yeah.
Even though he's the whitest person I've ever fucking seen. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jacob, let me ask you one question, because I was talking to you. I was talking about you with another one of my friends.
Okay.
And they said, they know your name is Jacob, and they're like, they are Russian, and they're like, oh, but is his real name Jakub?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yes. Okay.
And I said, yeah, I guess, if his Polish parents, that's what they had in mind, Jakub. But I'm like, he doesn't go around correcting people that his name is Jakub and not Jacob.
Because it's not. Because it's Jacob. That's the thing. Okay, I was named a Polish name in the country of Poland where I was born. Okay? That was the intended name. They weren't thinking about how my name is going to sound in English. They weren't thinking about any of that. They were just thinking, okay, we need a Polish name. And the reason why I have my name is a very interesting thing. Because in Poland, we have a thing called a name day, which is like a birthday for your name. And it's very stupid. So it's like they do like
Explain that more. No, explain that. I would like to hear about that.
Yeah, so basically every single day on a calendar, when we have little calendars, every single day has its own name. And then the day that I was, supposed to be born, the day that I was supposed to, my mom was supposed to give birth to me on the calendar, it had two names, and one was Jacob and the other was Chris. And my dad's name is Chris. So they thought, well, we're not going to name him his dad's name. We're just going to name him Jacob. And that's the only reasoning that was behind it. But like, I'm not going to correct people to, my foreign pronunciation of the name, because that's stupid. I don't speak that language. I'm not going to carry that over. Ever since I was like 3 or 4 years old, when I was first in this country as a little kid in America, people just assumed my name was Jacob and they called me Jacob. So ever since I've had like conscious experiences, people have called me Jacob. So now when people ask me what my name is, I don't say Jakob, I say Jacob. But if someone just calls me that, like I'm not going to get like pissy about it. It's just like my name is Jacob. That's what I go by.
Right. And I just, when my friend asked me that, I actually did get a little like sour. And it was just like, because like the like, I don't know, him saying that to me just felt, it just, I don't want to say it annoys me, but it just makes me roll my eyes.
Yes.
Because it's like,
it's a technicality. It's such a technicality.
Yeah, and it's also something like, I think that's what distinguishes you from maybe another person that to live in America here. It's just something like I don't know. Like it seems like you would have it. Like if you went around calling or telling people, "Hey, that's not how you say my name. This is how you actually say my name." It makes me feel like you have a chip on your shoulder.
Yes.
A little bit more. I don't know. And I want to respect where you come from and everything like that, but it's like you can't expect the lady at Walmart to call you Jakob.
No,
you know what I mean?
People
You
pronounce my name like people pronounce my last
Right.
name in like 10,000 different ways. I've just learned from birth not to get
Name
upset about
name
people
them. Name
mispronouncing
them.
it.
Name them. When you were at school, name all the different ones that they said. Go.
Bro, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
Go.
No, but there was this one Indian kid I remember in freshman year of high school, and this actually did annoy me because he kept saying my name, Yakov. He kept like going up to me and saying, Yakov, my brother, how are you doing? And I'm just like, my name is Jacob. And he's just like, Yakov. I'm just like, because that's not even, if you wanted to say it in proper Polish, that's not even how you would say it. That's not even how anyone would say it.
No.
He just made that shit up. And I said, that's not my name. You can call me like anything but that. And he just kept saying it. And at some point I just got upset at him. I'm just like,
Yakov!
you're literally fucking up my name on purpose. You're like fucking with me. Like, leave me alone. Like, that's the only situation I can think of where I got upset by it. But yeah, Yakov is not anything. That's not. It sounds. It sounds
That's
like a
good to
place
put
for like
out
cat
around-
shit. I don't know. It sounds like the name for like a brand of like litter boxes for cats to shit in.
What's he saying? Yakub?
Yakov.
Yakub? I know. Yakul is actually a name of a deer from the movie Princess Mononoke. It made me think of that.
Is that the Studio Ghibli?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Great movie.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm less
Yakul is
upset
the
about
name
that.
of-
Okay.
Yakul. I don't know what the heck he was calling you, Yakub or something.
Yakov. He was doing
Yeah.
it like a. He was
No B.
He
No
was
B at the
doing
end.
it in like a Indian accent, sir. He was doing like a little bit of this accent, and
Yakub.
he was saying me Yakub.
Yakub?
And he was a senior at the time that I was a freshman in the high
Is
school.
that an Indian accent? I don't know
I
what
don't
you're doing
know.
right now.
I'm not good at my accent. I need to improve.
Do an Indian accent right now so I can dox you later when the Indians rule the world.
Okay. Sir, do not redeem card. That is more of an Indian accent now. And as I was saying, he was a senior at the high school when I was freshman. And he was calling me Yakov, which is not my name. Towards the end of that, I started giving like a Texas accent.
Enjoy the alcohol, sir. Me? No, I do not drink the devil's water. No. Beta, come over here. Do your homework.
No, I do not. I don't eat cow. Cow is sacred. Cow is sacred, sir.
Pork. It's pork. It's pork.
No, pork is for Jewish people, dude. They don't eat cows in India.
No. That's wrong.
Yeah, no, it is right. Look it up right now. Indians don't eat beef. Jewish people don't eat pork.
They worship cows.
Yes,
They're sacred, bro.
they're sacred in India. They can't eat beef in India.
That's true.
It is not a universal rule for all Indians to not eat
Well,
cows.
Obviously,
Right.
like, and I know Jewish people who eat pork. Like, yeah, some people are not going to follow the rules. Like, I'm technically not supposed to eat like meat on Fridays if I'm a Catholic. Like, but have you ever seen me go like, Connor, today is a Friday. I can't eat meat. I have to eat fish today. Like, you've never seen me do that.
No.
No, there's like little religious rules that are like it's like their custom, but
I know someone who is Pakistani. And he
doesn't eat pork.
he doesn't eat pork. No.
Yeah, that's because Muslims don't eat pork either. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously the Arabic people do not.
Yeah, because they're Well, they do a bunch of
Very
other
cool.
stuff, as we both know. But with the Indians, they would get very mad at you if you said that you thought that because the Pakistani didn't eat pork, they don't eat pork either. Because there's like a year-long rivalry between these people. They're just like, we are not the same. I know he may look the same as I do, but we are a different country. They're very upset at
Oh.
each other, so you can't generalize like that. You have to be very careful.
Oh.
And it's very funny from like an American perspective as well, because it's like you see two guys from like pretty much the same place who look about the same, and they're just like, I hate him. He is literally the worst.
Yeah.
They're the worst country on earth, and it's just like, brother, you are like 70-80% genetically
I
similar.
mean, you gotta give it to Americans. I mean,
Less than
like,
100
you
years
take a-
ago,
you
they
take-
were the same country, dude.
that's what I'm saying. You gotta give it to Americans. You know, you take a black person, you take a white person, and you put them next to each other. They don't look the same at all.
No.
Like, and honestly, I wouldn't even say, and you know, I'm not saying anything bad about anyone, but genetically, they're like not even the same genetically. Like,
No.
honestly, we have different features than them.
Yes.
Like, it's not even the same. And you know, you take these Indian people and Muslim people or whatever, bro, it's the same person.
Yes.
It's the same person in my eyes.
And
I
they
mean,
get along
like-
way better in America. Like black and white people in America can like have normal conversations. Like there are interracial relationships between these people. Whereas you put them on any other continent, and they're just like, you look slightly different from me. Your nose is a little bit bigger, and you are more brown. You are a subhuman. And it's not the American grit. That's not how we do it.
The American grit, is that what you said?
Yeah, the American grit. They don't know the American grit. They can't talk shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, bro. I liked that. You reminded me of something.
Yeah. But yeah, no, your point was very much true. Like it's different in our country, whereas in other countries it is different in theirs. Do you know where you should go on vacation instead of Japan or Italy or France?
Where?
You should go to Morocco.
No, I don't think I will.
You should go to Morocco.
I should not go there. Yeah, cool. I shall not go there.
Yeah, or India.
should go
Or
there.
India. You could hunt down that one kid that said that to me, and you can be like, "That's not my friend's name." Ugh! You can punch him. It'll be like you'll have like a little scene where it's like you guys on a mountain like fighting in ancient Indian Vedic tradition. And it's just like you cast a like blow, and it's like a close up, and it's like slow motion to the kid's face, and he's just like,
That is
"You
not
shall not
me.
believe."
Me. Justice for Jacob. It is Jakub, and you do not say his name in vain.
Yeah, and every single time you say like a letter, it's like a different punch, and it's like a music sequence. It's like it's the Indian music begins playing in the background. It's like a cow. It zooms in on like a cow mooing, like doing like "Moo."
No, once I have defeated the enemy, it just pans over to a cow, and then it slowly fades into black. And
That's
the cow's moo is what takes him into the afterlife with his Indian deities.
That's amazing. That's actually pretty good.
You know who really? I think we should have him on here one time. You know, who really is enamored by Indian people.
Who?
My father. He's enamored by Indian people.
I would like to have your dad on the podcast. That sounds awesome.
He during Christmas time
Yeah.
would send me, and he would always play when I was at his house, versions of popular Christmas songs that were
Hollywood, right?
sung by Indian people. Yeah. That was like his favorite thing, and it was so interesting to watch this, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, my dad has the same. My dad has a similar thing, but with like karate videos. He like used to send me like 90. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to you. He used to send me like 90 YouTube shorts a day, full of like karate people fighting, and he was just like, "Where's karate even? Like, what country is China? Right? I'm being stupid. Karate is from China.
Japanese, right?
Japanese karate country of origin. I'm so stupid. Yeah, Japan, Okinawa. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an Okinawan
'Cause I'm
art
bored.
influenced by Chinese martial arts.
You
So
ever,
it's
you ever seen Karate
Japanese.
Kid? Okinawa, bro.
I've
Karate
never
Kid,
seen
Okinawa.
Karate Kid in my life.
Really?
I've never seen Karate Kid in my life,
You gotta
dude.
watch it with your dad.
I've never watched a movie with my dad either. No, bro,
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever let you
never
down.
seen it.
That's
No,
from
but
the movie.
he just would keep sending me like videos of people like of a bunch of like Asian kids fighting in karate, and he would just be like, "This is Jacob. This is the best move ever. He literally flattened him in a matter of minutes. This is crazy." And I just didn't know what to respond to that because I've never done karate in my life. I don't know what he wanted me to say.
The crane kick from
I think
Karate
it's
Kid.
just like the dads who just like peaked in high school playing like fucking football, and they just wanted their son to become like the NFL football player. Except that kicked off for him at the age of 20, like once I was like 20 with karate, where he's just like, you should have done karate, and I'm like, what the fuck do you want from me?
I used to do karate, Jacob.
Really?
Yeah.
You could show me some kicks, and then my dad would be proud of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You never watched Cobra Kai?
Fuck, I did. I think when I was like 10. I don't remember what it was about.
Well, you didn't watch Karate Kid?
No.
It's a spin-off of Karate Kid.
Okay, I think I've heard about this. I didn't care enough about either of them to. There's so many movies that I haven't watched, man. I watched The Godfather like on a plane back to the US, and I was just like, every single like woman in that movie is just retarded. That's what I kept thinking all throughout. I didn't get
Yeah.
the hype for any of it, really.
I don't get the hype for that movie either.
Yeah. It's
It's never
it's
been
the
one of my
best movie ever. It has Al Pacino, it's Squeak, and like, okay, like I've seen these actors in like a million other movies that were released after The Godfather because I wasn't born in fucking 1950. Like I know who these guys are already. Like this is not like the greatest collab of my life because I've seen them in movies too. I've seen fucking Robert De Niro. Is Robert De Niro in The Godfather?
He's in The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah. I've seen fucking Robert De Niro in that movie Limitless with the other guy. Limitless movie.
With Bradley Cooper?
Yeah, with Bradley Cooper. It just popped up.
I've
Bradley
never
Cooper.
seen that one.
Yeah,
But,
he's in that movie with Bradley Cooper, and it's just like it's whatever. Like I've seen these guys in like random ass cinema before. Do you think I'm just gonna like goon my eyes out thinking about him in a movie that released 50
your
years
eyes
ago?
out?
I don't know, bro. Like I like get
You mean
super
gouge?
overly excited. What? Not gouge. I was combining the words gouge my eyes out and gooning to like illustrate just how obsessed people are with this kind of rhetoric. I don't know. Let me be creative with the English language here. I'm the author. That's what I'm supposed to be doing.
You know a good Italian actor?
What? Who?
Joe Pantoliano.
Okay.
Or however you say his last name. Pantoliano. They call him Joey
Joe.
Pants.
Pantoliano. Okay. American
Now that's
actor.
an actor.
The Goonies. Risky
Dude, from
Business.
Sopranos.
The
Sopranos,
Matrix.
dude.
La
Richie
Bamba.
from
and
Sopranos.
I'm reading his movies. I know that he was in The Sopranos. I see him. I see his little like mugshot. Obviously, that's the same guy. I remember. But no, I'm talking about. I'm reading his Wikipedia page to see what else he was in.
On Letterboxd. The real bros use Letterboxd.
Yeah, this was Ralphie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ralph was
A movie that
Ralph was a crazy character, dude.
Ralph is one of the best characters, I think, in the show.
Really?
Yes, he's one of my personal favorites. He's a terrible person. I think he is one of, if not the worst person in that show.
Really?
Like, he's somehow worse than Tony.
I don't think so. I think Tony is a piece of shit just because he allows all of this to happen.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because he does allow it to happen.
But like Ralph is
I mean,
meant to be a
Ralph-
piece of shit. Like
Yeah, but
that's his
Ralph,
character.
Ralph has killed girls though, like random girls from the club. Like I just don't see Tony doing that.
That's true. Well,
Maybe he's
because he's
worse-
like a
maybe he's
psychopath.
worse
That's what
in a
he's.
different way.
That's what he's. You know. That's what his thing is. I guess. Like he's like meant to be like a piece of shit. That's
Yeah, but then he was like
he did
got, like,
he did beat
fucked
that
by
girl.
Janet, bro.
He did beat that girl Tracy.
He did beat her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got fucked by Janice, bro.
Man.
I feel like Janice was the real villain of that show.
Janice? Well, Janice was, I don't know. That joke about Janice, dude. That joke.
What joke?
The joke where they're sitting at the table and the guy that wasn't about Janice.
That wasn't about her.
My mind is melting. I haven't seen this show in ages. I'm sorry.
That was about the other guy, one guy's wife.
Yeah,
who was real fat. Yeah.
Yeah. Janice was a piece of work, though.
Yeah. I recently watched
Ralph
movie, though.
disrespected the Bing, bro.
Yeah, he disrespected a lot of things.
He disrespected fucking... Yeah.
But I recently watched this movie, Bound, that he was in, by the Wachowskis. And
that's the same guys that made... oh my god! I wasn't supposed to say... That's the same people that made The Matrix, right?
Well, yeah, they're transgender.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, oh, I fucked it up. I didn't even... Like, my brain wasn't even processing them. I don't even know that much about them. Yeah, that's the same people that made The Matrix, right?
Correct. So they made this movie Bound before The Matrix, which Joe Pantoliano is also in The Matrix. But I watched this movie Bound at school, and it's like, dude, he's so good in it. Like, he is just so good at being like this like everyday man who's just like, you think he's everyday man, but then he's just a psychopath. Like, he's just insane. And at first when you meet him, he's just like, okay, whatever, guy. And then, like, as it goes on, it's just like, oh, this guy's, like, crazy. And you just get scared of him, not because of his, like, presence, but just because of, like, not like his physical presence, but you get scared of just, like, what is this guy gonna do next? Like, at any moment, this guy can just, like, blow someone's head off or his own. And, yeah, great character in that. And then, also, he's in the new... limited series Wonder Man. Mm-hmm. And have you heard of Wonder Man?
No.
Okay, Wonder Man is actually a Marvel project, but it's one of those things where, like, I can see Marvel fans not liking it and outside fans that are not fans of Marvel actually liking it. Because there's, like, 10% superhero stuff and 90%, like, trying to achieve your dreams, chase your dreams, being a creative, and your family and friends, mentors around you not understanding, like what that means. They don't understand you. They don't understand what you want to achieve, and finding someone who does understand that, and another creative, and having a bond with them, and trying to accomplish your goals together. And it's they're actors trying to make it, and it's created by Marvel. So it's like this super odd random thing, but I binged the show and it's actually really great.
Yeah. So it's a movie about how people just don't understand the grind, right?
Well, it's a show, but no. It's just about like not understanding like creatives and like or like having troubles with your family because there's like a whole subplot about his family not really getting what he wants to do. And just like having this drive for it to be in a creative field. So yeah, it's good though.
Okay. Dude.
And Joe Pantoliano is in it kind of as a Joe character, and they talk about how he was in Baby's Day Out. You ever heard of that movie?
No, I've never heard of it. What is Baby's Day Out?
It's like this. It was actually made a year after Bound. And it's actually... no. 2 years before Bound, actually. My bad. And...
Yeah, you're bad.
It's about a baby that just... It's kind of like this, like, odd, like, mix of, like, green screens and CGI of this baby, like, just crawling around New York City.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, that's pretty much the movie, bro. So...
1994 American adventure comedy film The 9-month-old son of socialites lives in a mansion and is about to appear in the social pages of a newspaper. The film centers on a wealthy baby's abduction by three criminals, his subsequent escape and adventure through Chicago while being pursued by these criminals.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they really have a way of just making like the darkest shit possible and do comedies in this country, don't they?
Yeah, recently I watched that movie,
That's a
Wedding.
fucking terrible idea for a movie. Somebody just being like, hey dude, we should make this movie about like a little 3-month-old child being kidnapped for ransom, but like it's gonna be like really funny, trust me. Like,
Well, it is funny though, because it's just like it's like funny like a Home Alone.
Does it have a Home Alone vibe? That's what I was gonna ask.
Yes, but it's even funnier because it's like the baby doesn't know what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Whereas Kevin
He
is a
doesn't
little
know.
fucking smart ass.
Yeah. Dude, Home Alone is not really like. Dude, I recently watched that. That movie is not as just like lighthearted and as funny as everyone remembers.
No, it's pretty dark.
It's actually pretty. Yeah, I mean, it's actually a pretty upsetting film at some parts.
Yeah.
And the whole like thing that everyone remembers with like the traps doesn't happen until late into the movie.
I can't believe that Kieran Culkin is his brother.
Yeah, I mean, there's another one too. What's the other one?
I don't know. I don't keep up with the Culkins.
Dude, did you see how that woman actually, Catherine O'Hara from Home Alone, passed away?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't thinking of like Home Alone. I was thinking of Schitt's Creek because I saw her in Schitt's Creek.
You watched Schitt's Creek?
I watched all of Schitt's Creek. Yeah.
Dude, I watched it when I was really young, and then
Really?
like in middle school, and then like as the new seasons came out, I just lost interest.
No, I watched all of it. It's an interesting show. One thing that I very clearly remember from that show is, spoiler alert, it's for any people who haven't seen Schitt's Creek. There's a scene of where the gay character sleeps with a female character, one of the main supporting casts, and they're both just like, ooh, oh, that was a mistake, and it's never talked about again. It's just played off as a bit. And for the rest of the show, I sat watching there, and I'm just like, it's so fucking weird that the gay character was just like sleeping with one of the main girls for like one episode, and they just sort of put that in there for no reason whatsoever, and I'm just sort of supposed to forget about that. That's the one piece of writing that I was like really weird about. But like the general concept of the series is nice. It's like rich people being forced to adapt to poor people, and the characters are well written and funny. Like it's an okay show, but it clearly tries to like pull at some strings that it just doesn't. It can't do that. But yeah, that's where I knew that actress from. I don't fucking. Home Alone is one of those movies that I don't even have logged on Letterboxd because I've never watched it fully. Like I watched it on Polish TV. When I was visiting, when I was like 10 years old, because every single Christmas they like play it on Polish TV for free as like a tradition, and they've been doing it since the 90s, and it's just like whatever, like it was a very whatever movie for me, and I get what you're saying, but
wait, what were they playing?
Home Alone. They play Home Alone every single Christmas. They play Home Alone
like
and Harry
that's
Potter and
everywhere.
the Sorcerer's Stone every single Christmas for Christmas Eve in Poland.
No, they do that everywhere, bro.
Well, I didn't know because I don't watch TV here. I used to have Comcast, and then Comcast fucking ripped my dad off, and he drove up to their office, and he screamed at like the poor person behind the counter, and we just don't have Comcast. We've never had Comcast since then for like 15 years, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what they play on TV because I don't watch TV. I'm a YouTube enjoyer.
Schitt's Creek is no longer on Netflix, huh?
A bunch of stuff is no longer on Netflix. Netflix is like trying to destroy their business by just like making sure that everybody has to subscribe to like 15 different streaming services because their entire business concept of having everything in one place is no longer a thing. And now they're fucking putting ads on it. I really don't like Netflix. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, I don't like Netflix.
And they're like doing this thing now. I was listening to like a podcast about it or something. I think it was like with Matthew McConaughey, where it was just like, hey, Like all of the streaming service films are like gonna be shit now because Netflix has decided that they're gonna send directors like notes based on, you know, what parts of movies their audience will actually watch, because 70-80% of Netflix viewers watch the movie on their phones while they're doing like 15 other things. So they're now gonna like tell the people who write the scripts for Netflix originals to make sure that every single plot point is like repeated like 3 or 4 times for the people that are distracted because they're cooking or something. Like they're purposely making the movies worse so that they're more consumable and they earn them more money for the retards that are watching them. This was on Theo Vaughn. Was that on Theo Vaughn? It was on Theo.
I'm pretty sure it was on his thing with Theo Vaughn.
You might be right, yeah.
And yes, no, that's true, yeah. For sure.
Have you seen that? I'm pretty sure you sent it to me. That TikTok with the guy showing his movie pitched for a movie called Slow.
Yes.
That's so good. I want that to be an actual movie. I've been like thinking about it recently. Like, that would be a killer movie, dude.
Who was that guy?
I don't know, just some random guy on a podcast, and he came up with the greatest movie idea of like I think like the last 20 years. That'd be such a good. Okay, for those who are unacquainted, the idea is literally some, you know, some retarded guy who goes on a trip with his dad because his dad wants him to be like more independent, because the guy wants to like see some girl he met online, but his dad doesn't think he can go outside the house. So the dad wants to teach him like how to survive in the wild, I guess, to go fishing, and he goes to the forest. The dad immediately has a heart attack, and he needs to find his way out of the forest and get his dad help. And he comes down the mountain and he sees a bunch of guys doing a murder, and he like screams like, hey, there's you know, he wants to scream and get help, but he's frozen. Like he can't say anything because you know, he's so shocked by this murder. And then the guys see him and they're just like, hey, did you like see us murder a guy? And he is a heavily mentally disabled guy who has to pretend that he is more mentally disabled than he is, or act like he is not mentally disabled based on what the situation between the different, like, you know, murderers, the different people that are there is, in order to get out of the situation alive and get help for his dad. Except that the actor for this movie would actually have to be mentally disabled. So to be a mentally disabled actor playing a mentally disabled character who has to pretend to be mentally disabled. And it all takes place in this like forest, like Twin Peaks style. Did I summarize it pretty well, or did I fuck it up?
No, I think you've summarized it pretty well, yeah.
Yeah. That would be a killer movie, dude.
It would be good.
There's so many like good movies ideas that will just like never get made because they're not profitable.
I feel like it would be profitable though. There's definitely an audience there for like thrillers and stuff.
I mean, people do like watching retards on television, yeah.
All right. Are there any like famous TLC shows with people with special needs and stuff?
I'm looking up TLC retard show right now.
Okay, but bro.
Life Goes On. No, this is a movie. I'm looking for TLC series. No, I think they just like do movies on like fat people. TLC.
Oh yeah, My 600-Pound Life. You know, I saw
My Strange Addiction. Too Fat to Transition is a show about people who are fat and transgender. Unexpected is a show about teenage pregnancies. 90 Day Fiancé, we have that.
I was thinking about
90 Day Single, which is the opposite, which are women who are single who are married. They just start dating again.
I was thinking about the doctor from My 600-Pound Life. Okay. Yunan Nazardan.
What is MILF Manor?
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that. I've heard of that. Disturbing show. You would like it though, Jacob.
I would like it. The first season of this show featured 8 single women between the ages of 40 and 60 living in a villa in Mexico to pursue romantic relationships with 8 single men several decades younger.
Yeah.
How do I get on this show? There's not a website. It's not here. Lionsgate. Why is Lionsgate producing it?
How does one get cast on MILF Manor?
I don't know. Oh, it has their sons on the show as well. That's great. Imagine like
Yes,
your
that
mom
was-
being just like, "Hey, you gotta travel with me. I'm on MILF Manor now." I'll kill
Dude, no.
myself.
So I've seen it. I've seen like reaction videos to it, and what happened was they didn't know that's what was happening.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like a surprise thing. And they had to watch like their moms be with these guys or whatever that their own age, and then the moms had to see like the kids be with other women. It's horrible.
Wait, so the kids
Low
were
key,
dating the kids were dating MILFs too?
Yeah, so the moms.
The moms would
Yeah,
get with
so-
guys their son's age, and the sons would get with
Yes.
women their mom's age.
Yes.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
it was the same. It was the moms group and the kids group, and they went and they dated each other.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like all the women, it's all their other sons and stuff. So like, yeah, you could be talking to the woman, and you like as a woman, you could be talking to your friend, and your friend just fucked your son.
That's the worst
That's
thing
bad.
I've ever heard.
Horrible. No, it's horrible. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking up the women who were on MILF Manor right now, and I'm checking to
Of
see if
course
they're
you are.
hot. I've looked through. Okay, how many of them are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've only looked through 2 so far, and only one of them is hot. The other one isn't. I want to look at this.
Hot? With Jacob Brzezinski.
Yeah.
You're gonna look into that show?
No, I don't care enough.
You go on it with your mom?
No.
But then they'd be like, Jacob, why?
My mom isn't
Well-
single. That's another thing. No, I'm looking through, and I'm glad she
Oh,
isn't, because I'm like, that would be a nightmare if you know, your mother was dating someone else your age. That would just, I would not want that. But I'm looking at the names for the episodes, and it's the first one is MILF said knock you out. Your MILF should know. Your MILF don't dance. She's a bad MILF. MILF, I'm a big boy now. MILF told me not to come. MILF's broken heart. I ain't your MILF. I'll always love my MILF. And then season 2 is MILF struck. MILFamia. She's all MILF. MILF's just not that into you. How to lose a MILF. Failure to MILF. Along came MILFy. MILFness. Runaway MILF. Mean MILFs. MILF actually a MILF to remember. Those are the episode names for every single episode of the show.
Man, Jacob, the Scorpion podcast, you guys need to up your game with those names because those are titles.
Those
Let
are
me tell you.
definitely titles, dude. Oh, dude, I wanna. We don't even have like an equivalent, because the thing is, like, the Scorpion brand, the Scorpion name is just something that was thought of like 3 years ago, and it just sort of stuck around. Like, you can't say like the Scorpion's gonna get you, the Scorpion in your pants. Like, I can't name episodes that way. Whereas MILF, like, all of these just sound like porn titles. Like, they don't sound like real episodes of a TV show. These sound
Milf
sound
told
like
you
you're
not
trying to
to-
be provocative on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like this. What other TLC shows are there? Wait, this is MILF
Well,
Manor
I-
2. So there was the MILF Manor 1. Oh, next
trying
one.
to tell.
Take My Tumor. It's about cancer patients. Return
That's
to
not funny.
Amish people going back to living in Amish communities.
Dude, you ever see about that one Amish kid?
No, what is it?
Me neither, and he probably wasn't worth talking about anyways. Anyways, Jacob, it's
What?
been a good talk with you.
Oh, we're finishing.
Yeah, Jacob.
Finishing. Okay.
But I just wanted everybody to remember
Yes.
about our date that we have coming up.
Nobody RSVP'd. Not a single person
Nobody?
RSVP'd.
How dare all of you?
I don't think a single person like even RSVP'd to that. We had 40 listeners on the episode on Spotify. Not a single one of them RSVP'd.
A whole 40 and not even one RSVP.
Yeah.
Punishments shall be enacted.
Not even the one listener from Indonesia decided to RSVP. That would have been awesome if you came all the way from Indonesia to the goon
That would've
meetup,
been pretty
to the
sick.
Rangoon meetup to go run and get some goons.
Yeah, I mean that's a real gooner of a time.
I don't know, man. You got me just by saying that the other day when we were filming that. You just got me in an episode. You got me in a not an episode. You got me in a mood to eat Rangoons. And,
Dude, so good. They're so good.
Yeah, I haven't eaten them in like 5 years. I haven't eaten any Rangoons.
Dude, we gotta meet up and eat Rangoons, bro.
Yeah, if you haven't RSVP now. I'll be leaving the link in the podcast description again.
It's time to goon.
If even you think that you may not be able to attend the Rangoon meetup, I just want to hear your story. Please RSVP with your story. We want to hear your story.
Yeah, and I think we're also gonna be starting something where you can call in.
That'd be awesome,
Here.
dude.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
we should do that. Yeah, we should do that.
I want to do that. We need more people
More
listening into this. We
callers.
gotta. If you're listening to this right now, get your grandma, get your MILF mom and MILF aunt, and everybody. Get your friends, get your teachers. Tell everybody you know right now about the podcast. Literally, go for your contacts list and call everybody and ask them, "Have you heard about
you
the
made
Scorpion
it.
podcast?"
If you made it this far,
Yes.
I want you to put down in the chat in the comments.
Yes.
Bazooka MILF.
Bazooka MILF. Yes. That's the only way we know that you watched it for sure. And
That you watched the podcast.
That's I'll be making a list out of all of the people that commented it, and in 10 years, if I'm really rich, I'll be giving all of you money, just to remember you as the OG Scorpion movementers.
He'll be giving you 4 cents.
More than that.
5 cents.
More than that. I'll be giving.
7 cents.
It will be at least a $20 Arby's gift card for every person that comments.
They don't sell Rangoons there.
They don't? Well, the
No.
$20 gift card for whatever location nearest to your house sells Rangoons. How does that sound? What if they don't like Rangoons? Have you ever thought of that? What if it's someone just really they really want to go to the meetup, but they just don't like Rangoons?
No, because that person.
What if they're
doesn't deserve
lactose
to-
intolerant? What
or
if they
like-
literally cannot eat Rangoons because they're made out of milk and they can't eat milk?
I've never met someone who's lactose intolerant.
I've met a bunch of people, but they're all like over 60 because that's the only people that live in the same town as I do.
You live in the old headland.
I live in the old headland. I was driving today, and there's an 85-year-old woman walking out of her car with a cane, and I'm just like, this is the average driver, right? Literally at my gym the other day, it was just like, happy 107th birthday to Jeanette or something from Boston,
Dude, and she bench
Massachusetts.
presses more than you, bro.
She what?
She benches more than you, bro.
No, bro. She was our age. She was older than me right now when Hitler died.
Holy moly, you're right.
She was older than me right now because she's 107, and right now it's 2026. Wait, let me do the math. 2026, 107. So she was born.
And I'm gonna be 108 by the time this thing ends.
That is true. Okay, the episode is ending right now. Goodbye, everybody.